This will be a parade lap. So if you're at the Lucas Oil Speedway, stand up, be proud. Off your seat and on your feet, make a little noise as the Lucas Oil Pace vehicle paces our 28-car starting grid. Everybody up, raise the roof for your USRA B-Mods.
Lucas Speedway pace truck makes its way off in pit side. Tim Eaton, John Potter, not Harry Potter, John Potter. Hey, Chesty, you're back from the Lakewater run. Nice to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, Chesty. Oh, nope.
Nope.
The El Presidente says no.
So
Not
how's
this time.
So My Race Pass, again, we want to thank them for all their continued support of the USRA Nationals. The promoter suites, how's everything going over there in the promoter suites, Chesty?
So far, so good. Everybody's really enjoying themselves. Seems to be pretty happy.
He says everybody's having a whale of a time over there. And no lake waters under.
I believe that's going to change tonight, Chesty. Lake water is in your future.
If you want some, all you got to do is get a 5-gallon bucket, head on over there, take a little dip out of the lake.
Lake Lucas. Back to the green. Here we go. Feature number 2 for your USRA B-Mods.
Eaton off to the early race lead. Look at the dig out of that 211. Tim Eaton going to power out front in this one to start things off. John Potter upstairs in the 6, going to hide and try to ride it out in position number 2 as Hoyt Miller coming along in the 91 on the bottom side.
Did you say Eaton was eaten?
He was eaten.
He was eaten off of 2. Caution is out. We got some spillage over in turn number 4. I believe that is Taylor in the deuce.
Chad Reed, the 58, and Eddie Ingram Jr. Eddie Ingram Jr., the 54 JR. And I think they're going to have to give the tire a little shove back out. Is that what I hear?
The vanilla soft serve was
how was
delish
that?
And probably not so nutrish, but it was delish. If you haven't had the vanilla, Doug, you've had the vanilla, haven't you? Soft serve. Well, he says just once, maybe twice.
Freevert says Los Sports Park Raceway has the best pace truck. So you had the tater tots with nacho cheese and
Yummy.
some soft serve ice cream, and you've hammered out some nachos twice.
Bingo.
What's your all-time favorite so far? Was it the lake water?
It was the lake water. It wasn't even close.
I like my dinner drunk.
Well, let's not get carried away, Brian.
Well, no, that's what we say down here. We don't drink our lunch, we drunk our lunch. We may have partaken in a little bit of lake water. Chesty straight up busted us.
When they opened up the refreshments, they needed quality control to start the day.
That's right.
Had to make sure it was safe for consumption.
We were just testing the water. Speaking of lake water, one of the stock car feature winners last night, our old buddy Dylan Thornton, it's about 1:30 in the a.m., and he keeps pulling out fresh cups of lake water out of the trailer. I said, how many of them things did you pack in there? I got one every trip I made up there. I think I got 5 or 6 in the trailer, he said. So he made sure he stocked up. Yeah, well, he knew he's parked till Saturday. He's got her locked in the show, so I bet you more lake waters will be consumed tonight.
Yes, odds-on favorite for that to happen one more time.
Sean Ritter said he's buying for everyone. We'll meet you down there, Sean. Want to thank the Fort Dodge gang for the Twisted Teas last night as well.
They were clutch. Of course, it helps when their crew won the 50-50.
Yeah, they did win the 50-50. That they did. I donated to their cooler fund. Oh, hold on a second here. Look, Dylan sends me a picture. He's got a lake water in hand right now. He is good.
Lights are down. 1 lap in the books is what the sign says, or the board says. And off of turn number 4, we are underway. back to the green flag in your feature number 2 for your USRA B mods.
Tim,
and Eaton is Eaton.
He
One
is
more
back.
time.
He is back to Eaton. Out front, the 211 tickles the top side with the right rear tire, and he's pulling away from the field. Everybody else kind of bunched back up. John Potter working the outside, now dips her down to the bottom. The 91 car gets a little bit squirrely there. Hoyt Miller going to open up the bottom side as Henry Chambers is going to take a peek now.
Potter in that number 2 position as Eaton leads right now. Brian, you mentioned something earlier about Fort Dodge and then Eaton. What famous Fort Dodge native said, "You ain't cheating, you ain't eating"?
Oh, that's Bloomer.
Down the back straightaway. Potter in that number 2 spot. The 91, Hoyt Miller in the 3rd position. Henry Chambers rounds out the top 4.
Battle's shaping up. Look at this. They're running right around the bottom. They're running on top. These guys are all over the Diamond to Dirt tracks. Chris Theodore gets a little high, wide, and handsome in that 06 car. Gathers her back in. He is side by side with Caden Stacy. But meanwhile, Eaton out front, leading the charge. He's got almost a 3-second advantage over John Potter in that 2nd spot. Hoyt Miller, Henry Chambers, and then Robbie Ewing, the top 5 currently.
The assassin, Tim Eaton out of St. Joe, Missouri. Collision repair specialist, Napa Auto Parts of St. Joe. Lick Fork Winery glass doctor. And a Yeoman J2 out on top and just gracing the top lane of the racetrack. Brian, the right rear planted against the moisture. 6 laps in for your race leader.
And Eaton running the top side, going down to the bottom of 3 and 4, down to the bottom in 1 and 2. 2 distinct different lines for the race leader. And the yellow flag comes out for the tall, cool one, Briar McCoy.
Got a right rear down on the Skyrocket.
So to the pits, the 88 goes. Again, he'll just be going back to the trailer. So tough break for Briar McCoy. Trying to gain all the positions and points that you can on these initial qualifying nights to get locked into Saturday night show and wherever you're going to end up on the alphabet soup as we're going to have coming up on Saturday.
Who's assassin, your leader, 211.
Who's ready for the old alphabet soup? I can see Shane back there, hands in the air.
He's geeked up.
Geeked up, excited. We don't want the night to end, but we're ready to see who we're going to crown as our USRA National Champions on Saturday. These guys and gals that are out there right now as well want to put on a show and get her dialed in.
Delaware double file restart. Potter wants the inside, so the 91 of Hoyt Miller to the outside. John Potter, the 6P, 51 years young, out of Tulsa. Ameriflex hose and accessories. Duval Electric WDR Rage chassis with a Yeoman engine. Hoyt Miller's been strong all weekend long as well, Uncle Denny. The 91 car, the monster, Hoyt Miller. Missouri Metal Buildings, Haley and Hubert GRT with a dad's racing engine. What shenanigans are happening now?
Oh. Dylan Thornton says, probably better not come make a guest appearance in the booth tonight. We'll get him up here. I said, we'll do it early in the night, Dylan, before we get too many lake waters. All right, here we go. Field set. Caution lights off. Tim Eaton showing the way. He was out to a big advantage before the caution flag came out. Back to green flag. Good start again by Eatonberg.
6 laps in, 14 remain in your USRA feature number 2. Looking to lock in 2 more drivers to the big dance on Saturday night. And good battle shaping up all over the speedway. The 17 car making moves. That's Henry Chambers on your screen just to the bottom right corner Chambers scoots to third. Here comes the 12. A little bit of contact. Kerbang.
Gonna have
the
a
12 car.
and gonna have a caution.
Yep, we got another one sitting the wrong direction in turn 4. And that is the 17 CT. Cullen Thompson.
That is Cullen Thompson. Cullen has not had the best of luck here to start off the week, but it's early. We've got a few more days to go. So Cullen Thompson going to spin her back around, tag the back of the pack. I think actually, is he going to get exited? And he is going pit side.
That'll do it. You want to check those out? Doing your homework, Shane? Shane's a man of preparation.
Shane, we prefer him to be called Dr. Bergeson when we respond to him.
Yes, doctor.
Yes, doctor. That's
Thank you.
Doctor.
Yes, doctor.
I live in a house with learned doctors. A little Step Brothers quote for you there.
So we go in single file now, trying to re-rack and restack the field. We started with, 30? No, 28. 28.
Hold on. Take off the shoes. Count the toes.
Yeah. Running out of...
Yeah. That's part of being a learned doctor. Yeah. You really hammered out that ice cream, buddy.
Yeah.
I
know you're eyeballing it.
Oh, that looks pretty good. We got some birthday cake and ice cream back at the house.
Chesty, we're not going to lie to you. Somebody came up with a birthday wish for the scoreboard earlier. We thought it'd be pretty cool if we put happy 14th birthday to Chesty up there on the scoreboard.
All right.
We're ready?
We're ready, Berg.
All right, lights are down. Eaton's going to let it eat off of turn 4, and we are back to green. He has dominated thus far, 7 laps in. And he'll scoot around the bottom lane of the racetrack. Chambers trying to make moves, and we got trouble again to the top of 1. 2 cars sitting. And as the leader comes off of turn 4, caution one more time.
So Quentin Taylor in the 2 from right here in Wheatland, and as well as the 17. Well, which 17, Berg? Do we have a straight up 17 in this one? Is that Riley Fuller?
I think it is Riley.
I believe it is Riley Fuller from Savannah, Missouri. Want him to get his TV time, but not exactly in that way. But Quentin Taylor having a chat with a Lucas Oil official up on the top of turn number 2. The field is going to get reset. Looks like the lineup is correct. Taylor having a nice chat with the official.
You know, Riley went around over there, only 16. They call him Rye. Gino's Pizza and Pub, Ideal. Car number 17, 16 years young.
That's a young one. Speaking of young drivers, we've seen a lot of young drivers up in our parts of some famous young drivers.
Yep.
The Reaper, Ryan Gustin, we watched him turn laps when he was, 11 years old?
I mean, I remember him on that four-wheeler in the pits, like when he was 4.
Brett Moffitt. We got to see Brett Moffitt dominate.
Yes, we did.
We got to see a young guy by the name of Dallin Murdy pick up his first win.
Yep.
We've seen
some good ones.
We've seen some good ones over the years. There's been a lot of drivers grace our presence and a lot of talent that are off doing big things. And I know that there's some heroes out there in these fields as well that are going to go on and be on the national tours as well.
Thornton as well. Ricky Thornton.
Well, yeah.
Raced a full season at Webster, and he's won it all since then. Chambers had a nice restart there. Potter did not. And the 12 car making moves along the bottom side of the racetrack is going to take advantage as Eaton continues to lead.
Clancy.
But Stephen Clancy has come
alive.
He saves it because everybody else got in the binders. Potter, and here comes Caden Stacy. Stacy in car number 15 to the top, won a heat race last night, and he is now into position number 3.
Henry Chambers is loving that because that just put some big separation between him and the rest of the field. But as you said, there's some shakers. Caden Stacy up on the top side of the speedway, trying to deal with John Potter down on the bottom. Like I said, look at these guys. High, low, they're running everywhere.
Chambers is doing a good job along the bottom groove of the racetrack. As Stacy looking to come to third. Potter's not backing down from him as he takes the third spot. Potter back to fourth. Here comes Kidwell in car number 54. That is your top 5 cars. Race for third, fourth, and fifth on your screen at home down into turn 1. That's Christopher Theodore in the blue car.
That 06.
06.
Yeah.
He's had a strong weekend as well. I keep saying weekend. It's a strong week so far here in Wheatland.
Oh, little contact. Oh, hard
good
contact
bang.
into the outside wall. And his hand goes up like, what in the heck were you doing?
That
The
was
yellow Donnie Jackson, I believe, the 42J. I believe that is.
Donnie Jackson
Yeah.
at 11, and there's the FK Roddins instant replay. Donnie Jackson on the top and just got a slide job. And
Ugh.
that was a nasty one. And the hand goes out the window, asking your place or mine after the races tonight. The 42J R&R Graphics entry. What happened? What are you pointing at?
Just birds. The 42 wants an explanation. What's going on here? The 28 off the speedway as well. Well, I tell you what, the pit gate guy's getting a workout over there. He's the most popular guy on the speedway right now. Everybody wants to have a chat with that guy.
He's like, well, let me look at it. You got, okay, 4 tires.
Thumbs up.
Yep, sheet metal still on. Yep, looks good. See ya.
You got a sore finger? Yep, my thumb.
42 J of Donnie Jackson TRE Eagle R&R chassis, or R&R graphics, excuse me, East 32 meat processing. Donnie Jackson construction 42 car.
All right, going to get him doubled up and turned back loose. 13 down of 20, so 7 laps remaining. Eaton has been the cream of the crop so far. The 211 machine has just been on kill mode.
The assassin, Tim Eaton, enters the weekend 126 career wins under his belt. Looking for 127. Off at turn 4. We're underway, 7 to go, and your B-Mod feature number 2.
Try to keep your eyes on that 15 car working the outside groove. Caden Stacy from Springfield, Missouri. Didn't have the best go of it through 1 and 2 that time as Eaton goes back upstairs. Henry Chambers hanging on to that second spot. Then it's a battle between Stacy and Potter. Tyler Kidwell, in the 54. Now 3 wide over there with the 06 of Chris Theodore and the 55 of Colson Kirk. Things heating up back there for second on back, Berg. Look at that gaggle.
Yeah, down into turn 1 on your screen, Chambers 17.
Oh, no, Potter.
Was that a solo or do you have help?
He was going around on his own, I'm fairly certain.
Oh, they're still stacking up. There's Diggity. The 21 comes into your screen. Now another 17 collected.
I'm not sure.
That's the 17
I wonder if they got that on the FK Roddins replay. We'll see if he just lost that on his own or if he had help going around.
That's Riley Fuller, 17R. Dave Kennedy, the 21K.
Diggity.
That's Diggity. T, South Dakota.
We're going to see...
Potter in the 6, if you watch.
Here we go, FK Roddins replay coming up. Potter just loses it on his own, all the way around, on his own.
He did.
So tough break. Got in there a little bit hot and ended up losing the rear end of that machine. I'll tell you, Racing Dirt has been spot on their replays for us tonight. Yeah, and all weekend. They do a good job.
Todd goes tonight.
Todd got a monitor for tonight. So they can watch their own FK Rod End replays over there on the scoring area.
I like our sizing better,
Yeah,
especially with my old 42-year-old eyes.
I liked that monitor that I had the lineups on behind there. That one, Shane. Can we upgrade the back version over here? We need another ginormous monitor. You were talking about big monitors. Look at that one Janet's working on the lineups back there. She's turned a different shade of tan since she's been working in front of it. You don't need
a heat lamp.
Yeah. That's Lori's perch normally. She's really well. I tell you what, Lori has been a godsend to us. She's been bringing us snacks. You the ice cream.
I see why you were pointing. Your luck has struck again.
It's happening, Berg.
I was going to say earlier, if Howell is a Hall of Famer after tonight, it's going to be because you picked him up in fantasy football.
We've all talked about how you witch doctor me quite often and have gotten
Oh, Howell's not done yet. He's going to probably throw for 6 touchdowns here.
All right. He's not happy. But the good thing is we have video evidence, and I never want to see anybody get upset or put to the tail, but he did lose it on his own. What happened in the game, Berg? You were pointing up at the reflection in the mirror.
It came squirting out of Thomas's hand here.
Oh, those pesky bears. They got the bear paw in there. Speaking of good places, I know how you said you went uptown to the diner for breakfast.
Gigi's.
Gigi's?
Yep.
For brekkie this morning.
It was actually lunch.
Lunch.
Yep.
What? Well, you had just woke up, so it was breakfast for you.
That's not true.
Lunch
I did it after my walk.
Lunch for most people, breakfast for you. And you said it was good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a place to go in town, head on over there for breakfast in the morning. And we were talking about the Bears. Have you ever been to the Black Bear Diner?
Where's that at?
Well, there's one over by St. Louis. They're all over. It's a chain.
Yep.
This place is something else. You order the hungry man's breakfast there, and you better really be a hungry man, because
Can you tackle the hungry man?
I can't. I've tried.
You usually take a doggy bag away from experience like that, or what do you do?
Yeah, no.
Shove a little breakfast in your pocket, a little lunch for later?
Oh, man. We got all sorts of issues going on down there in turns 1 and 2. Diggity having problems on the 21K. The 17 machine, the 17R of Riley Fuller as well going. Oh, I've dropped to 39th.
Let's see.
Right.
Let's see here. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Don't even speak it, Berg.
I'm at a 132nd.
Well, that's pretty good.
How many people are signed in? 133.
You can, I think, if you click view overall standings, you should be able to scroll past yours. It'll take you a while to get down there, but you'll find it eventually.
Well, let's see. Well,
oh, did you get in, Doug?
Neff, are you leading this deal? 23 of 31 races complete.
That seems like we got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
We might be even later tonight getting back to the ranch.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're going green.
Here we go. Eaton trying to put this one in the books. 15 of 20 down, and Eaton brings them back to the green flag. Caden Stacy, the 15 car upstairs. Here comes Kidwell working up there as well. They're trying to get around Henry Chambers. You want to be in the top 2 of this. Kennedy is going to try to make the right-hand turn off the top, and he gets her clear, it looks like. So we're going to stay green flag racing as Dave Kennedy makes it pit side.
We whittled one more lap off the board, Brian, 4 to go. And you've got a shootout second on back. Colson Kirk And 55 is on the move on the bottom of the racetrack as Stacy takes that 15 to number 2 on the racetrack, but it is all Tim Eaton in the 2-1-1 off of turn 2 down the back straightaway with 3 to go.
Caden Stacy has had a heck of a race. Started back in that 7th spot. He's managed to get his way up into the top 2 and into a transfer or lock-in position. Tim Eaton, though, has himself about a 2-second advantage over everyone else. Here comes Chambers trying to battle it back. The 17 now right on the bumper of Stacy again as the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go for Tim Eaton.
Tim Eaton off of 2 for the final time of this feature number 2 for the USRA B-Mods. Chambers and Stacy going at it on the back straightaway. But on your screen and down into your living room at home, there is your feature winner, the 2-1-1 of Tim Eaton. USRA B-Mod feature number 2 winner goes to Tim Eaton. Caden Stacy second, Henry Chambers third, Colson Kirk, Tyler Kidwell, your top 5 cars